Hello everyone and welcome back to Lego Fortnite. Sounds weird to say that just because I've played so many games over the years, but this is a new one for me and I'm having a good time. Hope you guys are too. This place probably looks a little different. Last time I said I was going to do some work off camera to make the village look a little nicer, and that's what I've been doing. Been laying down some of this granite to kind of make a driveway here. Yeah, this is tedious. It took a little bit, but it's oddly satisfying. I guess playing with Legos is just kind of satisfying. Then around here, the back, we got some candles. We got some fences. We got a back entrance to the house. I moved some of the berry plants back here. We got snowberries going here, and I'm gonna keep working on this in between takes and trying to make this area look a little bit nicer. Over here, we still have the shack where I've been doing everything. Today, we are going to finally go and head into the lava caves. I said we were going to do it last time, but I found a safe cave and got everything I needed. We need some resources that can only be found in the deeper, darker lava caves, so that's where we're going to head today. So I've got a few marked on my map. There is two right here. We're going to go check out this one right here first. And let me get these seeds planted. We're going to go do some caving. So, be back in a second. Alright, I glided my way over here to this here's lava cave, and let's go and take a look. Now, these things can be a little bit dangerous. Luckily, the last one we went into was pretty safe. This one, a little bit spookier. There's a few items in here that we are really looking for, though. I got plenty of copper. Oh, see this guy's right here? This is how you get those blast cones, but they explode. So you either got to kill them really fast, or you got to accept that they're going to explode. This is, I think, one of the resources that we are looking for. Let's give it a shot. Yes, it is. This is... Ooh, he dropped red. This is bright core, and we're going to be using bright core a lot. It is not a type of music, I don't think, but we're going to be using it to make a ton of stuff, so that is why I'm going to be collecting this for the next few minutes. So let me collect some of this, and we're also going to be on the lookout for obsidian and a few other resources that we were able to collect in the other cave, like the copper and stuff like that. Bunch of bad guys in this cave. Ow! And they hurt. I highly recommend getting some snowberry shakes. These things give a ton of regeneration. That caving was very dangerous, but I managed to get a bunch of this bright core. We got some more obsidian, and we got some copper. So now we're going to be able to make the next item that we need, which is the metal smelter. So I'm going to grab all this stuff, and we'll start cooking it right up. It's time to make the metal smelter, and we once again are progressing more and more towards some late game stuff here. This will unlock the copper bar, which is going to give us some more options. Of course, it takes this bright core that we were collecting earlier and copper, and luckily for me, I happen to have a good amount of both of this stuff. So yeah, I've got a ton of copper. We're going to get some of this stuff cooking, and this will also unlock a ton of recipes for us as well, better like tools and stuff like that. So let's get this cooking. Let's take a look at some of the new recipes that are unlocked with the copper bar. We got the oven. This is going to take a good amount of copper and bright core as well, and we're going to be able to cook some better foods. We also got the wooden crates, so some dynamic items, and we also got the upgraded chests. These larger chests here are really good, and this stuff isn't that hard to farm, so I'm going to be doing some farming off and on the camera, and we are going to also be trying to upgrade our crafting bench. That's that next big lift towards getting some better items, is going to be upgrading that as well. So let's get this stuff rolling. Oh, the grappler is also something that we can make. I found that you get like 30 uses with the grappler, so I haven't really found it very useful before, so I'm probably not going to be building one right now. The glider is definitely super useful though. Alright, I'm going to head back out to the cave here in a moment, but we're going to give Sky a better set of tools and weapons because unfortunately she's not as durable as I am, and definitely perished a lot during the last excursion. I don't know if you guys were catching her taking some damage or not. But luckily they just respawn and come back, so it's not that bad. So yeah, let's make some upgraded tools. We're going to be using the copper bars to make a upgraded sword. I'm going to make one for myself and one for Sky, and then we're going to head back, and I'll walk you guys through a little bit of what exactly I'm looking for and how I collect some of these resources. Alright, we're back at the lava cave, and let's hop inside, and I'll break down some information that I think might be useful if you guys are kind of entering your first cave. Wait, is this another safe cave? Huh. Well, I went to a different one, and it's also another safe cave, so let me hop. Wow, okay, I'm just going to collect some resources in here, and we'll hop to a cave that's a little less safe, so I can go over some of the generated, you know, kind of patterns that I'm seeing, and some of the resources that you might want to collect. I'm going to the second lava cave, and there's a rainbow, which is something I wanted to show off last time, but we just ran out of time. I don't know if this is like a permanent installation in the game, or is this something that they're just adding for fun for a little bit? I don't know, but let's go check out this rainbow. We go over here. We got some rainbow people dancing on a cloud. Look at them go! Yeah, I think that's all this area over here does. There may be another way to interact with it. I've messed with it a little bit, but there's no real other way to interact with it. So I think it's just kind of a fun little Easter egg that sometimes these guys appear in your game. But we're gonna head back up to actually. Might look for a cave around this area. I haven't explored it, so me and Sky are gonna run around here. Let's look for a another cave that we can go in and hopefully find some more material. I really need more bright core and some more rubies. I think those are the two kind of things that I need the most of right now. Sure enough, right here there is another cave. By the way, if you fly over these, you can just keep on gliding, which makes it fast travel here in the mesas. And let's head in here. This cave is definitely looking a little spooky. Now I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to help figure out these lava caves. Some of them are very deep. Some of them are very easy to navigate. Others are not. My suggestion is to make have a block or decoration that you can use that's pretty easy to build. That'll help you guide your way back and forth. For me, I'm going to, let's see what type of items we have here. I'm just going to use these granite slabs here, and I'm going to point them back towards the way that base is every time. That way, whenever I'm out exploring and I get lost, because trust me, if you get lost in here and you have an inventory full of stuff and your sword is broken, it's kind of brutal. So you kind of want to form a way to know which way the entrance of the cave is. Let's run around here, and we're looking for like a lava area. Nothing is too dangerous in here right now. Okay, here's the lava area, so we should see some more resources around this area. Maybe I've been here before. I think that a lot of these caves are connected, so it is possible that I've been in this part of the cave before. I feel like there should be more stuff here. These are just your regular sand crabs. They will spawn in here. The blast crabs are the ones you really want to watch out for. They're very dangerous. They hit really hard, but you're going to need to kill them for the blast cores, which are crucial in a few kind of later game recipes. So if you do see them, it is a good thing. Just you want to DPS them as fast as possible. I'll show you guys once I find one. Hopefully there will be one in here. Alright, it looks like we got some rubies over here, so I'm going to grab these. If some items are in the lava and you can't reach them, if you get close enough, you can hit E and pick them up. If that is not working, jumping on the lava is not the end of the world. You actually don't lose hearts that much. Let me show you. The thing is, it's going to kind of throw you in a random direction. So actually, if you wanted to, you have the bonus hearts and you want to get around, if you're holding forward like this, it'll move you in the direction that you're holding or that you're facing. So it's not even a bad way to move around. But just keep in mind that it is maybe a little dangerous if you're not careful. There's a lot more copper over here, but I just don't think I need any right now. So we're gonna head down deeper in the cave. I'm gonna leave a little marker here to indicate I came down this lava fall. We're gonna make something like this. That means that it's pointing, it's basically a giant arrow pointing that we came from that direction. We're heading deeper in, and it looks like we got some bright core here, which is exactly what I want. It's just a little sketchy to get, but I think we can place some blocks and kind of get to the majority of it. It looks like you can place blocks directly on top of the lava like this too, so that's something you can always do. And it looks like Sky is glitching out and standing on top of the lava, but she's fine, I guess? What happens if I break this? She's just chilling on the lava? Awesome. Whenever you're coming into these caves, it might be a good idea to bring an extra sword and a few picks. You can see here I've been chewing through some rubies, obsidian, and the bright core. There's 4 things in here you want to get: copper, rough ruby, bright core, and obsidian. And we're making our way, getting some of that. The bad guys that can spawn in here, these are one of them, the skeletons. Some of them have TNT, like this guy here, or dynamite, and he throws it. It takes about 3 or 4 seconds for it to go off, but when it goes off, it can do a ton of damage. So you want to keep an eye out for those guys. Some of them just throw rocks, some of them have axes, some of them have swords, and they can hit pretty hard, so make sure that you're being careful. Another enemy in here that is just behind this rock is the scorpions. They're kind of like the overworld scorpions, where they have a decent amount of HP, but then they explode a few seconds after you kill them. So they're usually not super tough to defeat, but just keep an eye out for that explosion at the end. Luckily, the bright core is way easier to collect. Each nodule drops more pieces than any other of the ore, but you're going to need more of it in order to process more things, and it's also really useful for certain decoration pieces. So even though it's easier to collect, don't take it for granted. Make sure that you get enough that you'll never really have to come back to these caves later in the game, because I think once you kind of move out of a section, it's not super fun to just start going back, backtracking too much for resources. I usually try to collect all the stuff in one area I can before I move over. Sometimes if you see cracks in caves like this, you can actually break these parts and they'll open up new parts, sometimes with items or rare things inside. There we go, a sand brute scale. Those are going to be useful later, and they're kind of annoying to get, so we're going to take all of those we can. This cave is loaded with the good stuff, so I'm going to collect some more resources in here, and then we will head on back to the base and get some of this stuff processing before we end off today's episode. We're back home now, and let's take a look at all the good stuff that we managed to get during that excursion. Oh yeah, tons and tons of copper and bright core. We got obsidian, of course. I've got stuff kind of scattered everywhere. The storage system is kind of tragic right now, but look at all the copper. I've got some rough amber while I was out as well. And yeah, we got a lot of good resources here. Those caves are, you know, really important for progression in the game, so I always try to make sure to collect everything that I need. Next thing I want to make here is an oven. This is going to allow us to have some better food options, and we desperately need that. So I'm going to grab my obsidian slabs, copper bars, and bright core, and we can make an oven. And I don't even think I need these beds anymore. My bed, let's see. I guess I don't need this bed. We'll just put it here. Doesn't really matter where we put it. There we go. And it gives us a few more recipes. Let's take a look. We got bread. We got a meat pie. Gives us bunch of hearts. Pumpkin pie. A fruit pie. That seems really good. We got a pizza. I could go for a pizza. Yeah, so not too bad. Yeah, tons of cool foods that are just a little bit better and can give us, you know, satisfy more hunger and give us more hearts. Always welcome. Anyway, that's where we're going to end off today's episode. Thank you guys for watching the series, and if you are enjoying, make sure you leave a thumbs up or share it with somebody that you might think enjoy it. And hop on and play. I think it's kind of a fun game. I'm going to be building these buildings off camera, and next time we are going to get ready to go into the cold area by messing with some of the dynamic stuff, some of the moving, some of the dynamic stuff here, the wheels and the thrusters. We're gonna goof with that stuff next time. So until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.